Alrighty, y'all. Hello and welcome. It's Friday. It is the weekend. I hope yours is going to be awesome. I'm pretty excited as well. Going to be taking a look at Wait Till the Americans Find Out series of videos. These should be pretty entertaining, I think. So let's waste no more time. Let's jump into it.
Curious what Europeans really think about Americans and American culture. Let me introduce you to the Gardens of the World in Berlin. This is the America Garden. It is a fake parking lot. Literally, this is the garden. It looks like a parking lot. This is the curated, designed garden with half-dead palm trees and a closed-off patch of grass. Yeah, this is the
That's freaking legendary.
Garden. And this is South Africa.
Wow.
This is the Korean garden. Whole beautiful Riyadh. This is the Moroccan garden.
Wow.
It's very well done, actually. It's really nice.
Okay, that is hilarious. This is in Berlin. In the description, it actually says the American Garden is actually an art exhibit critiquing car culture and industrial development over nature in big cities like Los Angeles. The cars have California plates and just stay there permanently. So you saw all these legit gardens, right, from different countries, Italian garden, Korean garden. Pretty cool, right? You see the differences and the different styles and, of course, the beautiful greenery and natural plants from, that area. And unfortunately for the U.S., this is accurate. That's the funny thing.
The America Garden.
Now, it's no question that, there are naturally beautiful places all over the U.S., but cities usually, not all, but usually lose sight of that pretty quick. And this is very accurate. Like, you've just a tiny bit of nature there, closed off, by the way. Maybe not even well manicured. And you have a lot of parking lots, though. A lot of clean, new parking lots. And, of course, the native plant, the native bush most seen in the U.S. and SUV. Yep, that's accurate. I did not expect to see something like this. This is freaking clever. Like, this got me. Not gonna lie, they nailed the American Garden. I thought you were in Florida. Yeah, it's they really did. It is painfully accurate. Remove that bench from the American Garden. Can't have anyone getting too comfortable or sleeping there. Also accurate. That's not even what the world thinks of the U.S. That's what the U.S. is. Yeah. Wait till Americans find out there is a two-way 60-mile-per-hour road that are everywhere in the UK. These come up quite a lot, actually, on TikTok. And I have to say, it still blows my mind. 60, 65, even 70 miles per hour, those are usually only strictly straight up highways, right, in the U.S. This road is extremely narrow and small, at least for, through an American pair of eyes. And any road that would be, small like this here would be a slow speed limit. Now, you might have smaller country roads out, in rural parts away from cities. They're still going to be a little bigger than this, and they might be 50, maybe 55 miles per hour, but it's totally different, right? There's still lanes marked out, and like I said, they're a little bigger. This is wild, just like a plain Jane road, no markings, very narrow, and a lot of these are curvy and hilly, which I think is awesome. I mean, these are great driving roads. But yeah, 60 miles per hour for a road like this that doesn't even look like a two-way, to me, yeah, that's freaking wild. I would be scared as hell on this road.
You started it! You fucking body cunt! You wouldn't let me on the bus! You started it! You fucking body cunt!
I love it. American here with parents from Ballyfermot. Oh man, I'm gonna get roasted. I probably said that wrong. One of my favorite things to do is take my American friends out to Ballier on the bus. They never see Ireland the same way again. Does sound like quite the interesting experience, we'll put it that way. Americans, when they find out things work different in Europe as a whole, in this case, Amsterdam, thought it'd be good. All the clothing are 2 sizes smaller compared to U.S. standards. Meaning you won't fit any clothes if you're American plus sized. Oh, geez. One of these posts. You believe this is an XL and not a medium? Am I the one that's crazy? Be prepared for a huge walking culture. Yeah, that's right. That's a lot of the world. Many neighborhoods are pedestrian zones only and non-car accessible. See, this is so cool. And again, not really a thing, at least near me. Very interesting to see that. Look, no bicycles even. No cars. Only on foot. People will look down on... Oh, wow. I mean, yeah, it's just a different culture. I mean, if you're going somewhere that's a mile away, you don't need to take your car. Let's get real, right? Although that's very American mindset. Huge staring problem? Oh, geez. Well, that's anecdotal. I wonder if that's true or if they're even making that up. I don't see anyone staring in these shots. That's what's funny, right? You would think she'd show like people staring at her. But yeah, everyone's looks like they're minding their own business. And of course, one of the most insightful comments here. Humans have legs for walking. That's right.
Thank you. We're American. Of course we like to tip a lot.
We're Americans. Of course we eat oversized portions.
Yeah.
We're American. Of course
Accurate.
We convert liters to gallons.
No.
We're American.
It's just like not in our wiring for some reason.
Of course we hate waiting.
Yeah. That one, I try to be like, I don't think that would affect me too much. A lot of people do have like issues with being patient here for some reason. I think America is just such a go fast country at all times. Everything's about speed and convenience, and some people aren't patient.
We're American. Of course we need an Englishman.
Thank you. We're American.
This one's the best,
Of course
though.
we like to tip a lot.
Yeah, our tipping's out of control, though, these days. If you don't know about that, oof, you don't want to know. It's bad here. The tipping is everywhere.
Dude, that's
You know, that's a good point. When I look around, all these clips, like we see tons of clips from cities, right? Not even just villages, big cities in European countries. I never see billboards anywhere.
perfect. Hear me out. Hollywood sign up on the hill
Come
in
on.
Greek letters. Oh my gosh, dude, is this a fraternity in Greece? Must be. This might be the OG Kappa Sigma. Greek life. Dude, why would they want to
Right. That
create a
makes
replica
sense.
of the Parthenon in Nashville here in
Yeah.
Athens, Greece?
I've been to that. I've been to the Parthenon in Nashville, Tennessee. It's pretty cool just like that we could see something like that over here. Of course, it's a replica. I love how they're acting like they're building a replica there. Oh, yeah.
Do we look Greek enough?
Unfortunately, I know this is a skip, but I know there's some Americans that might think that other countries copy us when, in fact, almost everything here is a copy of something from somewhere else. As if Greece isn't covered in amazing artifacts and buildings and structures and history that is, well, just a lot. I mean, a lot older than our country. I wonder if this is true. Someone actually mentions in the comments that billboards are banned in Greece since like 2010. I'm not sure if that's true, but it might be. I mean, I don't see a lot of big aerial, like tall billboards and aerial advertisements really anywhere in European footage. Like, it's kind of interesting to me. There are places in the U.S. that are just drenched, like covered in billboards everywhere you go, even in like small towns and random states. Like, you're just coming up to a town, there's billboards everywhere. And then, of course, in big cities like New York City or Chicago, right, there's going to be billboards everywhere you look. It's unescapable. What the hell's this? Dude, those are freaky sirens. What is this for? I'm assuming it's like a test? Like they're just testing it? This is in Denmark. I don't know if I said that already. Yo, why is that like the creepiest siren I've ever heard? What? I did a video a long time ago looking at like kind of warning sirens from different countries, and a lot of them, especially from Europe, are really creepy. You guys know how to make like a crazy siren. We test in my area, we test tornado sirens, which we really don't thankfully get tornadoes around here, but they still have them. And we test them, I think, like every other Tuesday, I want to say, at like 9 or 10 a.m. So I'm used to hearing it. People get so used to it here. When they test it, half the time I don't even notice, which is kind of a bad thing because like you're supposed to be able to notice that. So I guess on one hand, it's good that they test them. It's good that the sirens work, right? On the other hand, holy crap, that sounds freaky, and it would disturb your quiet day in nature.
Realize how stupid the rest of the world thinks we are, and I can kind of see why. So I've been bopping around Italy for a few months, and the amount of times that I have seen a group of Americans yell at someone or get mad at someone for the simplest thing when it's their fault is ridiculous. A few examples would be when I've been in restaurants and there's clear signs that are like, please stand here, wait here, pay here, things like that with like clear instructions, and Americans do the wrong thing and then they start yelling at the wait staff.
That's hilarious. Yeah,
100% their fault.
That sounds unfortunately on brand, right? Like just follow directions, right? There's order in places. It helps everyone out and things run smoother when everyone follows the rules.
I used to think people were just pretending.
You know,
also,
like come on.
Like Italian street art is beautiful. I used to think people were kind of exaggerating when they said how stupid Americans seemed in other countries. But now that I'm paying attention and focusing on it firsthand, I see it and I'm like, oh, this is how they view us all the time. And that completely makes sense. But yeah, so as one American to any others, when you guys are traveling, please don't be stupid and give us a bad name because it's already pretty bad as is.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Yeah, I mean, we do have a bad name, unfortunately. I think there's lots of great travelers from anywhere and everywhere. But unfortunately, especially with places like the U.S., there's just so many people that do end up traveling abroad, and they just give us a bad name, man. They do, right? I mean, this is how we have all this content to look at, right? And you would hope people see it and kind of learn from it. But I don't know. I feel like too many people travel and they don't really study where they're going. They don't, take time to look at some laws and look at some, customs or parts of the culture. They just travel like it's one big field trip from school or something, right? And they just view, remember we've talked about this, I think a lot of Americans, and it's not all Americans, but a lot of Americans just kind of view other places almost as like the way you would view like a theme park or going to an amusement park, right? It's like I'm all for going, exploring, and having fun, but you gotta like when you're traveling to different countries, that's kind of a big deal, right? Take some time and learn at least just some basics of different languages, of places you're going to. Make sure you're friendly, of course, but also make sure you practice courtesy, right? Like, don't butt in line, don't act entitled, there's ways to travel, I guess, gracefully, and a lot of, Americans need to realize that. Some of these comments really highlight this as well. I always remember when I was in Venice, and an American lady I was with got visibly upset because they didn't have ranch salad dressing. Now, I'm someone who absolutely loves ranch, right? I have ranch on everything. That's very on brand for like a Midwest American. But when I go abroad, if I'm in Venice, I'm not going to expect to get ranch at everything. It's a totally different place, totally different continent, different country, different food, standards, different food culture. I know that going in, right? So how does this person not realize that they're not going to use ranch on everything like you do back home and then getting upset about it? Like, what are you doing? And then this one too, right? Americans acting like know-it-alls when they're wrong on things. Like, it's so frustrating. Once I had an American tell me Ireland doesn't use the euro. I took out a €5 to prove him I used the euro, and he said, no, I must have been in France. What? Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Can someone please tell me why there's so many ambulances in Europe? Europeans call 911 or call 911 rather. I'm a car guy. Porsche 911. Come on. Do Europeans already call 911 when they have a sore throat? Well, first of all, they might not call 911. Phone numbers are different in different countries. Also, they're literally everywhere you go. I think that's an overstatement. Is that even an ambulance? Maybe not. I don't know. I think it'd be fun. I look at emergency vehicles on this channel. I think it's pretty cool. I also don't think that they're literally everywhere. I think that's definitely an overstatement. Accidents happen, and we have free healthcare. That's right. People don't fear calling the ambulance there because it's not going to cost a few $1,000s. Well, that's going to do it for this one. It is Friday, like I said. I hope you're having a great night and enjoy your weekend. I hope to get in a taste test tomorrow, so perhaps I will see you during the weekend on this channel, or maybe not. We'll just have to see. I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Yeah, that's going to be it. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker, and until next time, y'all. I'll catch you later.